Hey guys, so I did decide to change the control for the World's Fair. I was looking for my good Casablanca control and I couldn't find it. So I went to my fan storage where I knew I had a box of controls and brought back a couple Casablanca controls, a couple no brand, etc. I just brought back what was there. And the first one I tried actually had a pretty good range of speeds, so I figured we'd try that. I don't know who makes it. It's different than those Ace controls like me and Metal Pete have, but it is 4 speeds. I opened it up, I could see 2 3 microfarad capacitors, and there was a third capacitor. So, could be 6, let's see, 3. I don't know what you can do with 2 3s, so I guess you'll start with the speed, then add 3, I don't know. I don't have my capacitance tester. If I did, I would have tested it. So, here's the low. Not a bad aesthetic low, and unfortunately I hardly ever use an aesthetic low in here because of the vaulted ceiling and the not great heating. So well, it's not really an aesthetic low once it gets up to speed, I guess. It's a little bit faster. But like I said, I wouldn't use an aesthetic low anyhow, so that's good enough for me. I'm going to guess that's 6. 6, 9, 12 maybe? Here's the second speed. It's called low 1. The slowest speed is low 2. Not an unusable speed for a place like this. Here's your medium high, which is why I need a different control. I wanted a medium high that could be gauzed from the wall. And that's right about what I was looking for. It's a little slower than I was looking for, actually, but that's probably not a bad thing. Here's high. Yeah, now that I look at it some more, it's actually a little slower with the medium high than I was liking, but... So I'm going to put it back to low on the wall. And let's put it to low on the fan. And see how it behaves. I'm guessing it won't start with low and low. Oh no, it will. This is the slowest speed on the fan, right? Yep. So it will still start with the fan on low, which I think is a good thing, because if the fan accidentally gets turned to low, it won't stall out. Now that's an aesthetic low if I ever saw one. Medium. Well, excuse me. That's low 1. Let me look again to make sure. Yeah, low 1. Still an aesthetic low. Medium. Not a whole lot of difference. High, which takes us to low with the pull chain / variable speed control. Which is just a hair faster than the low with the wall control. Okay, I'm going to put the wall control back to low, and then I'm going to put the fan control to medium, which is the pull chain on low and the variable speed control on high. That's how I define medium. So here's medium on the fan, low on the wall control. Still an aesthetic low. Here's low 1. Kind of close to the factory low. Here's medium. And then here is the factory medium. And just so you don't forget that there's a difference. Factory high. Okay. I'll let it spin down and then I'll turn it on to a medium with the wall control, which is where it's going to stay for the winter, I believe. The lights are on this side, which is why we get a better picture on this side. There aren't a lot of lights on the switch side. The kitchen lights face the kitchen. There's no light in the hall since I put a fan without a light there. These are very fancy looking fans, even though they have a plain bottom plate. I think that's cool. What did I step on? Oh, water. Case of water bottles. That makes a little difference, but not a lot. I wonder if I turn off the room lights. This is how it is at nighttime here. A couple of night lights on. Just in the living room so that we could find our way around. Okay. I'm going to bed at close to a reasonable hour. I think it's around midnight, which is early for me. But I gotta get up early tomorrow, so there you have it. I was just thinking to myself before I stopped the video, is there any reason to turn the fan to medium? No, because if I turn the fan to medium, medium is too high. Or high, rather, with the control is too high. The medium with the control is slower than this. I want to see low with the control again. I also want to see what difference this makes. Oh, quite a bit. That's the lights over the counter, the track lights there. Yeah, I still think that's as good of an aesthetic low as I would want for here. As much as I like a really slow aesthetic low, it's just not practical here where air still needs to be circulated. I wouldn't mind a little slower though. I wish this control had just a little slower low and a little faster medium, and I bet you if I could have found a good Casablanca control it would have done that. But I think this is probably as good as I actually need. Okay, I mean it for real this time. Thanks for watching. Let me turn those lights back off. And the kitchen lights off. I leave a kitchen light on. Leave one light on in the kitchen. There's one other. Oh, there's. Okay. I leave the light on over the stove. There's an up light by the door. It's an LED that stays on 24/7. And there's 2 of those glass cubes that I've shown you in previous videos in this area. So that's what stays on out here at the nighttime. Okay, I'm done for real this time. Thanks for watching.